Today I'm going to show you how to do some nice Halloween crafts with the kids. It's great for primary school age. They love to get stuck into this and use all different little bits and bobs you've got lying around the house. But mainly it's toilet roll tubes and egg boxes that we like to use. Because we've always got them lying about and they're so simple to make. The kids can really get stuck in and enjoy and get some nice little decorations about the house for Halloween too. So the things that I've got little poster paints, cheap little paints. You don't have to use the paints though if you prefer to use felt tips and crayons to colour in. That works fine on these. Or you can stick paper or tissue paper, wrapping paper, felt, anything under these to get a bit of colour. Or if I find that I haven't got a certain colour paper, I just colour the paper in with the felt tip, the crayon, whatever, and let the kids cut that up and wrap it round. So that all works good too, but if you want to use paints, you can do. PVA glue or glue gun if you like to use that. Little pen for details. Scissors. Glitter if you want to use glitter. That's absolutely fine. We've got pipe cleaners. Different colours, or you can just go for black. So for this little spooky spider, I quite like the different colour legs. But if you want it all black, easy to do. For the little spooky owls, we've got felt, googly eyes, and bits of foam paper. Little spooky bat, we've got felt wings, you can use black paper. Paint and pen for the details. So I've got an array of different felts, tissue paper, foam paper, just to cut up and use as we go. So if we start with the spooky owls, so all we do, take a toilet roll tube in the middle and we bend that top bit in like that to get that half moon shape. Then we turn it round and bend the other side over the top of it so they're both bent in, and it creates that lovely little ear shape. So we had one of my little helpers made a little devil, vampire, bat, owl type thing. So she quite liked this for the little devil ears. We wanted the little devil horns on there. So we take that and then colour it in however you want. So I'm going to use paint for mine. But like I say, you can use any pens or papers that you like to get that colour. So you just colour the entire thing. You can put certain colours for certain areas. So if you want the ears to be a different colour, like we have on some of them, that's fine. And then we're going to have a little feather tummy here, so that could be a different colour, and wings on the side. But all I'm going to do is colour this whole thing in, and that, once it's coloured in, you leave to dry for a few minutes. So I've got one that's all painted. Now I'm going to start adding some of the details to it to make it into the little spooky owl. So I'm going to start with some wings on the side of it. So I'm going to take some glue and add a bit to the back. And I found a stray feather in the craft box. So I've cut the feather in half and I'm just going to use one half on that side for a wing and one half on that side. And I've got some little owl wings. And you can just do however you like. You can have wings sticking up or to the side of the body, whatever looks best. So now I want to add a bit more detail to the tummy to make that look feathery. So I'm going to use some paint again, but you can use crayons and pens. I'm just going to use some white paint, paintbrush, and I just want to create a little bit of a kind of scalloped look to it. Now this is also good if you want to use glitter. You can create a nice glittery tummy, or if you want to make some other designs. So, you know, it doesn't have to be like neat like this. It could be spider webs drawn on, and you can have skulls painted on it. So one of them's done a nice little spider there and some other details. So however you want to go for your Halloween crafts. So some little feathery bits there. And now some of the face. So we've got a beak to put on and some googly eyes. So I'm going to use just a bit of orange felt cut into a triangle and a bit of glue on the front of here. And then for the eyes, I'm going to make some little kind of felt backgrounds before I put the googly eyes on. So I'm just going to cut a bit of green felt just into 2 circles, just really rough, you don't have to be precise about any of it. There's 1 circle. I'll just lay that back on top and I'm just cutting around it again. So I've got 2 little felt circles. So I'll get my glue again. If you have a hot glue gun and you like to use that with crafts, then they're great because they dry really quick. Whereas you have to kind of leave these a little while to dry. But they're not great for the little kids for the very hot glue. So that's the background of the eyes. So now all I want to add on top of them is the googly eyes. So just put 2 googly eyes over the top. And then I just want to add a bit more colour to the ears to make it stand out a bit more. So I'm just going to use a bit of paint for that. But like I say, crayon's good, or if you had some like bright feathers again, they're great for the detail. So I'm just going to add a bit of yellow paint over the top. And like glitter as well, if you got the kids where they love all the glittery sparkly things. They're great to add detail to the ears and the tummy area. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to leave that to dry. Put that with all these other little creations. Oh, actually, one more bit that I forgot. Little feet. So we cut out some little bits of felt from these to add little feet to them. And they're dead easy to do. So just a bit of the yellow felt and just cutting the little scalloped kind of bumpy shape again. So just really quick, it doesn't have to be neat, just to cut that kind of shape out. So just that little bumpy shape, and then when you've got 2 of them, you just stick them, put a bit of glue along the back edge of it and stick it on like that.